Chamber Bunch, recorded in front of a live entrepreneurial audience.
Are new to the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley. My name is Don Hopridge. I am the CEO and founder of this chamber. We're going on our 7th year here in the Antelope Valley. So it's just something that we keep building on. Well, I bet I know where that's going. Somebody's got a sweet tooth. I'm surprised it's not the rainbow cake.
Happy birthday or something?
Okay, so we're going on our 7th year. 2020, we want to make it a banner year. We've got some programs that I've just gotten involved with that are just fantastic. Has anybody heard of incentive-based type marketing? Well, it's been around for a long time. It's very simple. To make it very simple, it's like if you go to McDonald's and you order a kid's meal and you get some toys, well, the toys are the incentive for the marketing of the food. So
I used to get toys in my cereals.
Yeah. So, right. So in a Cracker Jack box, you know, you got surprises in there. So it's a little incentive that adds to what they're trying to sell as a product or service. So I guess from what I understand, Jeff Bezos, he's probably the best when it comes to this type of marketing with his Amazon and Amazon Prime and so forth. Because if you order the Prime, you get this or what, I don't know. So anyways, I've got a company that I've been researching now for over a month. And we finally took the plunge, and I was convinced finally that it's a tremendous program. So you're going to be hearing more about that, and it's going to be fantastic. So enough of that. We've got nothing but VIPs here today, so I don't need to go around the room and introduce each VIP. So we'll save that for later. Right now, we're going to introduce our new members. And we actually have 2, and SirBenjamin will have the honors of doing that.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you. All right. First member is Miss Paige Carter with the Girl Scouts. Please, can you come up? She is the support specialist there.
Be on top. Why don't we move over here? Right. We'll take advantage of this nice
Beautiful sign.
Move over a little bit more. There we go.
On the side.
Get together? No, I don't need to see all of it. Just part of it. This is yours.
I have no clue how to pose.
And one more.
Thank you.
Do you want to give just a second of what you do? Or?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Hello. It's nice to see all of your faces. I'm excited to get to be a part of this chamber. I represent the Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles, so I am the support specialist up here in the North region. Basically, I work in conjunction with our troop leaders, a couple of whom have joined me today. We have volunteers who help our girls in their program, everything from volunteering and putting out the products that you guys love. Cookie season is coming in January. Yes. We just wrapped up fall product season, which are the chocolates, nuts, and magazines. But really, we're just looking to partner with the community and get our girls into local events, community projects. Our Girl Scouts are really big into serving their community and others, so we're helping to create leaders of the future. And I'm excited to look forward to the new opportunities. Thank you so much.
We do have another member that joined us, but they're not here today. So it's Victory Credit Services, and it's Ed Victory. So he hasn't come in today, but he specializes in credit repair and credit type resolutions and so forth. So he's our second member that joined. Okay, so thanks, SirBenjamin.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do our little 45-second or 1-minute individual commercials. And I think, let's see, where do we want to start today? June, why don't you start?
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm June, I'm with New Horizons Senior Care. So what we do, I work with my wife. What we do, we help seniors and families find homes. Like if it's not safe for them to be alone, or if they get discharged from the hospital that they need care. So we find these places. It makes the family easier than calling these homes. You don't know if they're going to call back. And we narrow the search all the time based on the condition that they need and also the area that they choose. So, and aside from that, Gladys will explain the rest. Thank you.
So, hello.
Hey,
So this is, yes.
No, it's fine.
So this is us, New Horizons Senior Care. Like June said, we help the elderly and their families find a placement for them. And aside from that, if ever they need, if they still can stay in their home safely, we can assist you find a home health agency or eventually palliative or hospice care too. So that's part of our service, and caregivers also. So it's a free service. If you know anyone, everybody here is still young, so no worries. Family members, neighbors, church members, friends. So give us a call. It's a free service. So thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I've been on kind of a long hiatus as I had rotator cuff surgery in June, so you know how that goes, rehabilitation. Still got a couple sessions to go, but good to see a lot of familiar faces, and know that you all are continuing to support down
Who are you?
my absence. And
Who are
my
you?
name is
I was
Bob-
waiting for that.
Bob-
You're burying the lead.
Bob Sminsky. I'm Gary Hammond Photography, and I specialize mostly in portraiture, but every once in a while somebody comes along that needs some commercial work done, and I just recently did some for Cindy. And I said, well, it's not my forte, but it may end up being, because Cindy was very satisfied with what I did for her. And so I thank you for a chance to come before you today and see familiar faces, and God bless you all.
Linda Olson with Wealth Through Stories. You know how many of us have a story, but we have no idea how to find it, where to find it, how to create it, or how to tell it. Well, I'm so excited. I do a story retreat, actually twice a year. I've been doing them down in Carlsbad. I decided to bring them home to Palmdale. So our next one is March 13th and 14th at the Hilton Garden Inn. And in this last retreat, which I just did in October, we have 6 people pursuing the TEDx stage. 4 got on live television interview in Sacramento, and several of them are pursuing completing their book. Good things are happening. My mission is to impact 1 million people a year through story, and it is happening. Love to have you join us. Thank you.
Awesome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, George.
Hey, you guys are too quiet. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm George Rasmussen, and I'm your local agent up here for the farmers. And we've got a full service. You know, everybody talks about auto and home, but there's a lot of people in here might be in a small business that can't quite get the right insurance for them. You may only need liability, but you may need more. So we can help you with that, and then the rest of what you might have. So full line, best thing to do is give me a call and quit worrying about it. And I got to tell you, the worst thing you can do is not get insurance for yourself, especially if you got employees. So
Right.
give me a call.
Right.
I'm going to pass today since my voice is kind of...
And I'm just here supporting my wife.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about
Okay.
There you
She
go.
has a studio, and what they have is they have individual booths within the studio, and they're all independent contractors in these booths, and they have about 8 or 9 of them in there.
This TV studio?
No, it's to do your hair, and Angel is a colorist specialist. She specializes in color, at least that's what she tells me. And she manages the whole caboodle there. And I think that they may have a spot or 2 that are open. They're looking for maybe a manicurist, is it?
Yes,
Is there any other thing that you're looking for right now?
a massage therapist.
A massage therapist. So if you know any kind of a manicurist or a massage therapist that wants to get into an independent, very beautiful studio, she's the place, she's the one that you need to contact. So, and we appreciate the fact that she gave us a bunch of gifts last month, and she wasn't even here. So she thought about our chamber members and contributed the gifts, and she wasn't even here, and we certainly appreciate that.
Thank you.
And
Incredible.
she's going to have to sneak out early today, but she's got a couple of things that she's going to allow us to give out for her. So we thank you for coming, even though you're a little bit under the weather. And it's good to see your husband here too. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I got to say.
Thanks.
Good morning, hi everybody, I guess it's afternoon already. H.M. McKinsey, MMC Lending, so I help people buy and sell homes, do the mortgages for them, their loans. If you know anybody that's looking to achieve the American dream, I can help them do that. H.M. McKinsey, MMC Lending.
Awesome.
Can we go again?
You get to get up again for
Oh,
at least a
okay.
minute, and also, you know, if your other folks want to say a word and introduce themselves, we'd appreciate that too. Just,
Okay.
you know.
Do you guys want to introduce yourself?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Angela Van Cook. I am a new Girl Scout troop leader, and I'm here to join Paige in spreading the word about Girl Scouts.
Wow, that's
Awesome.
Thank you for coming.
I'm Rosa Costa. I'm also a Girl Scout troop leader, Daisies and Brownies. And we're just here to try to help make the world a better place.
Oh, that's nice.
And next to her is Robert, right, Robert?
This is Robert. Robert, say hi.
And he came just to keep them in order, so.
He's got stuff to do, right?
He's got his security face on.
There you go.
So, just to let you guys know, I'm the support specialist. I work with troops, but if you guys have anyone who is interested in learning a little bit more about the program, anyone who's interested in joining, let us know. We can put you together with some local troops.
Could you explain something to me? Is it Girl Scouts are allowed in the Boy Scouts now, or is it the other way around?
Oh,
And why?
Boy Scouts is actually a separate entity. They're a separate nonprofit business from us. So we focus on girls for the time being. We're focused on helping them develop as future leaders. So as of right now, we haven't expanded to Boy Scouts, but Boy Scouts is something totally separate.
Am I wrong? Is there not a crossover now?
The Boy Scouts have started accepting Girl Scouts into their program.
Well, that's what I meant. So why is that? Is there something lacking in the Girl Scout program themselves?
Honestly, I think that they just wanted to expand their base and just allow families to be in their troops and their programs. But for right now, our program is really geared towards young women and helping them progress.
I would think so.
Yeah, so,
Should be.
Yeah, Girl Scouts is right now, for the time being, it's going to be girl-led. So we focus on helping girls grow.
There you go. Incredible.
A politically correct answer.
Thank you.
All right, I can clarify it a bit.
I want to talk about that later then.
Okay.
Maybe you can help me, sir.
How about that?
I'm pretty hopeless, I understand.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Kirkendall. I'm with Isogenics International. I know there are a lot of buzzwords out there that you hear on the TV or on Facebook and stuff. One of them is bone broth. I don't know. Isogenics just started making it. We've got vegetarian and chicken. We also have this new drink. It's called Bia. I'm sure everyone has seen people with Monster, Rock Stars, and they're full of bad stuff. This has a whole lot of good stuff, even sweet potato and spinach and tomato and broccoli and all kinds of good stuff in it. So it's a very healthy way of changing up what you might be drinking and need more caffeine during this hectic time. I believe it's 125 milligrams of caffeine in it. So it tastes wonderful, it tastes like berry. So, I'm all about making changes in your life. And it could be one thing, it could be a lot of things. I mean, look at the weather, we had 80 degrees and now it's cold. So we're able to make changes also in our diet, and I'm here to help you. So my name is Cheryl Kirkendall with Isogenics International.
And it beats juicing with Ninja.
Exactly, it's easy.
Having stuff all over the
Simple.
living room and the kitchen and splattering.
Well,
Different
is this
types of
messy?
vegetables and
Perfect.
fruits.
Is this messy? No.
Yeah,
that's
I thought that was a bad tonic myself.
She's all over it now.
I would just like to make one comment that I'm very, very happy that you decided to join the chamber. My mother actually was a Brownie troop leader and a Girl Scout leader. And I have many very fine, lovely memories of all of the activities that we did as young kids, meeting in the United Methodist Church in Van Nuys, California for all of our troop activities as well as outside. We didn't do a lot on field trips, but I think it's a wonderful program for young females.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's important for them
What's your
to
name?
start early.
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, my name, well, I'm married to Don.
We won't hold that against you.
And okay, yeah, right. And my name is Sue, or Suzanne. I go by Suzanne sometimes, and Susie sometimes, and sometimes hey you, and hey lady, come over here. So you can call me whatever you like, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Thank you for joining us, Susie.
Yes. I'm not standing today.
I'll stand for you, okay?
Okay.
I'm Dave Semensky. I'm a business mentor and consultant. And it's only because I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years, but I had many careers before that. But I'll be speaking next month, but I'm going to yield my time on the floor here of Congress and to Chuck Murphy, my good friend and the founder of Music and Kids Nonprofit Corporation. And they are providing programs for young people in the Antelope Valley from 10 or 12 to 18 years of age, free one-year scholarships for music. Because if you know schools are no longer, a lot of them don't have bands, they don't have music programs, and Chuck has given up a lucrative career as a musician himself, and he's devoted his whole time. I'm just proud to be a part of that. So Chuck's going to be here, and he's going to bring some of his kids, and we're going to have some entertainment. So Don, it's going to be a rowdy crew here next the December meeting. I'm going to be introducing our guest speaker today because I've been working with him, but I've been working with a lot of people in this room. And see, when I knew what Cindy needed, and I knew Gary, who's a professional photographer, getting them together. That's what we got to all do here as networkers, okay? It really gets the dynamics going here. But anyway, I'll be talking about our speaker just soon. But my name's Dave, and call me anytime while I've got the time. Take advantage of it.
Good afternoon, all. Pankaj Dayal. I'm in the financial services business, but in a very specific area. So I like to say I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm in the financial services business. And that specific area is retirement plans for businesses only. I do not work with individuals. Again, I do work with individuals that are part of that retirement plan, but I go through the business owner to the individuals. I work on a fee-only basis, and being independent, the way I like to say it, the only person I'm married to is my wife. The only people I have to be obligated to are my clients. That's my day job. I also volunteer with the CHP Senior Volunteer Program. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but you do during the holidays see chips for kids. We did have PIO Officer Gil Hernandez that was around. He is now transferred, but we do have another officer that has taken over, and we are still going to be doing that. Walmart, Sam's Club, Walgreens, quite a few places in the area that we're going to be collecting toys. So be generous when you see us. Thank you.
Most of you know me by now, but my professional name is Cynthia Ann Swan. I'm just Cindy to you guys. I am the artist associated with CA Swan Art Studios, and we have a large campus area with a 1,000 square foot studio. We now have our own gift shop, and we have a special sale, a holiday sale that's going to be on December 6th. It's a Friday from 4 to 9. I had flyers, the printer did not cooperate. And I also want to take just a second. We're starting also a program to try to work with businesses and corporations. This is a piece of my fine art. It's called the Gatsby After Party. So in addition to decorative and functional art, I do fine art. We are trying to partner with businesses or corporations that might like to borrow a piece of our art at no charge. We're not renting, at no charge. The only catch is you need to make sure people know that it was us. And if you do sell it, you get 10% of it. So if you are interested in having some unusual art that is kiln form glass and no two are alike, then you can see me. And please come to our opening, December 6th, 4 to 9. Thank you.
Awesome.
Very good, thank you. I think it was Robert's turn. Anyways, again, my name is Don Hopridge. I don't normally say too much, but this time I'll just take a couple of seconds here. You know, I've been involved with Chambers of Commerce here in the Antelope Valley for about 17 years now. And I created the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley because I felt that I wasn't getting out of the other chambers what I felt as a small business person should get. So my whole dedication is to promote businesses, small businesses here in the Antelope Valley. And we specifically work with the smaller businesses. Some of the other chambers, they like to work with the big businesses because they got deep pockets and they're always looking for money. Well, that's a big change between us because we're not always looking for money. We survive just by the dues that we collect from the members themselves, and basically we put that money all back into the chamber. So my whole goal is to promote small businesses, and this is what I do full time. It's the only thing that I do. I enjoy it, and I'm going to continue to do it because I'm retired now, and this is my retirement job. So, like I said, we've been doing this now for going on 7 years. It's hard to believe it's been 7 years, or going on 7 years, but it has been. So,
awesome.
Welcome everybody, and we're going to be kicking off some programs. We want to make 2020 the best year yet. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to aim and make this chamber, we're going to look for some new members to join us because we love to network and so forth. So that's what our goals are for 2020, is just to really make this a great year for everybody. Thank you. Okay. Next, Dave, you're going to introduce our featured speaker.
I sure am. Before I do that, though, I'm going to tag on to what you said, Don.
One other thing too is, again,
Will do. Don's modesty prevents him from telling the backstory of why he got into this Chamber of Commerce, because feel better with that voice. Gargle with razor blades, that'll help. This Chamber of Commerce is different than others, and I owned 4 ice cream stores in 4 different cities in Southern California. And so I joined the Chamber of Commerce in these cities. And what they said was they were looking for a higher level. And when I went to these meetings, I didn't really feel that the kind of the networking that's done in this chamber, or for the most part in the Antelope Valley. But what separates Don's chamber is, I don't know if you know, some of the Chamber of Commerce is the people the presidents that run them, make a lot of money in this position. Don doesn't. Don takes all the money and puts it into the whole, all the businesses in this Chamber of Commerce. So I want you to understand that distinction. And he sort of thought that there was a better way, a better mousetrap, and that's what you created here, Don. And I really think we're all indebted to you, the unique form that you created this chamber with, so we really appreciate that. Now for our guest speaker, who I had the pleasure of meeting a few months ago, and I've been actually working with him because he's a dynamic young man. And I say young because you were saying there's nobody old in this room. Well, I am. I'm always the old. I'm either the oldest man in the room or the tallest man in the room. Every place I go, except if I'm in the room with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But he's as old as my youngest son. But he's had such a skyrocketing career because he wrote a book called Eating Out of a Dumpster, a children's book. And it's just what you think, the rough start he had in life, but it's not what your circumstances are, it's what you do about it in life that really gets you someplace. So he came from that area. But even at that early stage of his career, he wasn't thinking of himself just feeding his family by going into these dumpsters because they were so short of money and food. But he actually helped feed other families, and the families never knew what he was doing or how he was doing it. So if you can't appreciate how far somebody's come from that, well, he went on to write a book. He now does seminars, and he's got a philosophy called Mind Over Matter, and it's called the mentality of I can. And believe me, he can, because what he's done is he's sort of he's developed a character. And you'll see when you come up here that he wants to be seen, he wants to be noticed because he's got a message out there. And it's a real powerful message, and I want to help him bring it in. He's got a wonderful family, a wife of I think it's 17 years? 18 years, 4 children, a dynamic young man. You're going to be hearing a lot about him. He and I are going to be doing some projects together because I see his value as not only an entrepreneur, but just a prolific young man. He's a motivational speaker. His name is SirBenjamin Bennett. Here he is.
Gosh, well, what a blessing. Thank you, Dave. I really appreciate it. I'd like to start off by speaking about the blessing that it is to be a part of the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley. I looked around. I searched everywhere else. I didn't find anybody that would put their heart and soul to it like Don. Don knew exactly what a Chamber of Commerce was supposed to do for you. He knew exactly about that. And so that's why I chose this. And so I really like to appreciate him. And not only for that, since I've joined the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley, my career skyrocketed. I found my mentor, Dave Siniensky. Don just put me in front of a lot of people I've never been in front of. It's almost like 1,000. Don, how many was that there? Maybe 500 to 1,000? It was a lot. You might not have seen it, but it was beaten bad, but it's okay. It was a blessing. It was a huge blessing. And that's because I came here. He cares. He says, you're a speaker, I'm going to make you speak, sir. And then I've spoken. And so it was such a blessing. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is SirBenjamin Bennett, and I am the kid who ate from the dumpster. I will briefly explain that by saying, yes, when I was a kid, my family and I ate from the dumpster. The difference between us and other dumpster diners were we pulled out enough to share with all the other poor families. You see, I had nothing, but I was honored to be of service and give when I could. So oftentimes the little I would accumulate, I just give it all away. And saying that is to say what I'm doing here. Not just today, but for us in our career, in our business careers, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be right here with you, and we're going to fight our way to the top. I'm a fighter. I don't take no for an answer. We have to win or else. And so this is my plan, video marketing. I figured out that we weren't doing that. And so video marketing allows you at least 27% higher click-through leads rate than other people who don't use video marketing. That's people who've seen your businesses and services. And so if we can get them to see what you offer, then you have a greater opportunity to sell your product. 37% of people that find a video ad ends up converting, or you end up having a new customer because they want to see who they're dealing with. Like a babysitter. You wouldn't take your children to somebody that you've just read a blurb about. You want to see who this person is. You want to actually ask them what they've been doing for the last, however many years that they've been existing in this business world. It's important that you get out there and that you find the people to support your business, and the best way to do that is, again, is video marketing. So we came up with a plan. We're going to offer video marketing here at the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley for everybody, for no extra cost. And I'm going to be doing it. I like for you to be seen. If I can get you seen, that's the biggest blessing to me. Because again, if I have something to do with all of your success, then I'm successful myself. The Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley is successful. And that's an incredible feeling, to be a part of something greater than yourself. And that's what I'm going to do here. And so we're going to figure out how to fit everybody into the schedule. We have a lot of members, but what we're going to do is we're going to figure this out, because it's not going to be hard. We just have to be active in our own growth. We have to be active in our own success. And to do that, we have to actually take part in what the Chamber of Commerce has to offer. Okay. So don't leave right away. If you can, stick around and let's create a. I'm creating a list. Miss Swan's on the first. She's number 1. And what she's going to be doing is, what we're going to, again, not only are we going to create the video ad, we're going to do a marketing plan. How are we going to present this to the people? Because we can create a video, yes, that's easy. But I have many videos that just sit. If you don't put that marketing plan proper, if you don't have the right sales funnels or the SEOs, it's not going anywhere. Your friends and family will see it. You'll get a lot of likes. But for new customers, it's going to be very scarce. There's a lot of things going on here that's going to be promoting your businesses. Like we're starting a podcast, and it's called Enough Said with me and Dave Siemens. Again, me and Dave has been working together for at least about a month and some change now. The best guy that and again, like he says, take advantage while he still has time. He's running out of time. We have a lot of things going on, but he knows business. He's owned businesses. And so if you want to get to the place where, I've learned in my world, you have to copy or you have to follow an example, especially if you don't know where to go yourself. You have to find the best example that you can, and then you have to walk that way. And so I've done that. Dave actually found me. He offered. And what a blessing. Because somebody that will spend time on your success is a blessing. And you should probably take advantage of that again, because there's a lot of things going on. He's about to be busy. We've already established a 2-show-a-week podcast. That's 2 days gone. Then that's another on Thursdays, me and him will meet for mentoring. That's 3 days gone. There's going to be a lot more going on. And again, all of this is in your favor. We're figuring out ways to get you noticed, to make you apparent in the Greater Antelope Valley, because we have no borders here. We work with everybody, every city, Lancaster, Palmdale, Little Rock, Lake LA. If you want to do business with all these people, if you want to reach these people, you're at the right place. And we're going to be reaching out to more people to make sure that they come to this place too. That's all right. That's all right. He's my sidekick. I need a little. So it's okay. I'm new at this myself. I'm the marketing director. I've never had a title of the sort. I've always just stood in front of kids and spoke, young adults and speak. But to have this opportunity here at the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley to take myself to another level is priceless. And to help other people to do the same, That's what I'm here for. Again, I pulled out trash, or I pulled trash. Well, I guess, well, you know what? Dumpster cake tastes a lot like store-bought cake. So in fact, when we're living in that life, in that world, we have to figure out how to take care of each other. So I helped who was around me. And in turn, these days, I'm getting the help that I need. Not the help that I just need, but the help that I deserve, because the seeds that you plant is the tree that you will receive. Whatever you give to this universe, you're going to get back. So if I can help you do the best that you can and be the best that you can and stand out, if I can help you get noticed, what happens for me? That's a home run for me. 80 people, if I can reach 80-something people, 85 I believe, and ask them, can I do something for them and create them something incredible? Imagine the seeds that I've been planting in that world. That's going to blossom for me. Do you know how many different places you can see me at now? Since I've joined this Chamber of Commerce, it's just my own entity, SirBenjaminBennett.com. But since I've joined here, you av-today.com, Destination Antelope Valley, COC. I can keep going. That's incredible. That's because I'm using my resources. I'm using what's around me to make me greater. And I need that. We all need that. We've joined this Chamber of Commerce to become greater. We've joined this Chamber of Commerce to network and to see people and to show what we have to offer. And I suggest that we use these resources, because at any say you can say, no, I don't want video marketing. 80% of people would rather see your products and services through a video rather than read about them. 80%. And if you're not doing it now, that's 80% more business. That's a new car, vacations. That's a trip somewhere. New furniture. Walt Disney World, not just Disneyland, you know? But you have to use the resources that you're allotted. When you see different things that are coming up about the chamber, like it, share it. So you might not even look at it. But do you know when you like and you share and you comment, people see your name there. And if you have a good enough comment, they might, who's this guy? Who is this person? And then now you have an extra way to make your living, which is what we're all here for. So let's make commercials. Video ads so unique, so attractive that they would want to use them Super Bowl day. Because attractive is always modern. It's what people want. It's what we all want. And here at the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley, attractive is what we do. So take advantage of what we have going on here. Let us build an empire together. Because if I can strengthen you, imagine how strong I'll be. Say, that guy went in there, man, and he really caused a storm. These people are multi-millionaires. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Girl Scouts, they're the greatest troop. That's only because of exposure. They need exposure. They need girls. And girls need them. What a blessing that they are to the community. There's a lot of other influences out there like Cardi B or something like that. You don't want your girls going there. So let them go and do something constructive with their world. Let them be incredible people. But they first have to find somebody to follow. Like I did, and like a lot of us probably had to do in our lifetime. They didn't have the Girl Scouts, a lot of girls would be lost. If I didn't have those dumpsters, I would have went hungry. My friends would have went hungry. They had no clue we pulled that stuff out of the dumpsters. And the funny part about that is they would have went hungry. Their pride wouldn't allow them to accept the help. It's free. But your pride wouldn't allow you to accept what I'm offering you. So, it's because I want you to eat. I'll yield. It's okay. As long as you're eating and I've done that for you. That's what I'm here for. Now, again, that's what I'm here at the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley to do. I'm here to help you eat. We're going to prepare this big plate and we're going to make a run at it. And we're going to make this run and we're going to be seen. And I'm actually developing a stand as well. So me and Don just created these incredible flyers, which I left at home. But they're incredible. I'm going to create a stand where I'm going into the busiest places in the Antelope Valley and just hand out flyers. Free. Now, this is free. This is a time that you can use what I look like. But if I was walking past you and you, hey, who's this guy? What do you do? Now I can say, hey, my name is SirBenjamin, and I represent the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley and all of its members. With the person that I am and the things that I do. Why? Because I care, and then I can. And it's a blessing. And if I can get you to win, if I can get you to stand strong, I win and I stand strong. If you allow me to plant a seed for you, then my orchard will stand tall here within the next few years, because I know this is a slow process. This is going to take time. It's going to take time for me to get to everybody. But I won't quit. I'm a fighter. It's going to take time, but I will take this time. I'm blessed with the time. I'm blessed with the mobility. I'm blessed with the will. And when there's a will, there's a way. When there's a thought, there becomes a thing. And if I think it, and I've already have, me and Don's coming up with plans, me and Dave is coming up with plans that'll make sure that we eat for the rest of our lives right here in our Antelope Valley. But again, please allow it to happen. Allow yourselves the help. Even though it's free, you've paid your dues. It's not free. You've paid your dues. Now get what's coming to you. There's things that are owed to you as businesses and members of the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley. Take it. So be on the lookout for Enough Said by SirBenjamin and Dave Simienski. Also, I've heard some buzz about some vacations. We're offering vacations and different things of the sort. Paid. Free. You see, these are things that we're offering you. So be on the lookout for these things, please. Because these things are going to make us all greater. It's going to actually create more exposure for the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Antelope Valley. Get us more members. That's more eyes, more ears, and more opportunities. Thank you so much. My name is SirBenjamin Bennett, and I really appreciate it. Stay after, please, if you can. We have a little picture of you on the website. Just a picture. But imagine if that was, okay, like Harry Potter. Sorry, real quick. Imagine like Harry Potter, right? They have those little pictures on the walls that speak. That's incredible. So what if somebody can see your picture and push it? See where you're coming from. Hear the person that you are. You know, when I hear somebody, I kind of can tell who the person is.